What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GOAT Talk. The NBA Finals are here, the Stanley Cup Finals are here, and while championships are being decided, there is a lot of moves going on in the NFL that we have to talk about. So let's get into it. Before we fully jump into everything, I got three quick things I got to say. One, Greg's bald bet hit last week, so we're back on track. Stay tuned for the end of the episode to see what he's got this week. Two, shout out to Chris. He called the Knicks sweep over the Cavs 4-0. He called it. Congrats on that. Three, I called the Canes in five over the Canadians. I said Canes in five. They won it in five. So the boys were on a roll. Great
The
episode
boys
last
are
week.
riding high right now.
Dude, look, this week we have a lot to talk about. I want to start with Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett gets traded from the Browns to the Rams. The Rams get Myles Garrett. The Browns get Jared Verse, a 2027 first round pick, a 2028 second round pick, and a 2029 third. I mean, Chris, I know you mentioned it. If Aaron Donald comes back,
Uh,
they might go undefeated. Like, I'm not
Dude,
kidding.
it's actually insane because it wasn't even 24 hours after the news broke about Myles Garrett, and I'm scrolling through like social media as soon as I get into work because my computer fucking doesn't work when I sign in the morning. So I'm just scrolling through, and then I see that clip from the McAfee show, and I'm just like, oh my fucking god. Can you imagine if these two jabronis were on the same pass rush?
Dude.
And I think a lot of people forget that they signed McDuffie.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is a huge, and with that offense, like I'm gonna come out and say this. This might be one of the, and I think Greg, maybe when it broke, we have a little group chat amongst us. You broke it. This might be one of the best rosters through and through that we've seen
it's fair.
ever, if not in a long time.
Yeah.
Like that defense should terrify everybody in the NFC. Joe Burrow is probably the happiest motherfucker on the planet right now. It is gonna be
I would say
that
any
team is gonna be insane.
player that's not on the fucking Browns should be, or any quarterback should be happy at all.
I mean, Jared Verse is no slouch. He's a great player. Like, honestly, I don't think this was a terrible trade for the Browns. Like, yes, they got rid of Myles Garrett, he's proven he's the best defense player in the league.
But they weren't winning though.
Exactly. And you got a first round pick, a second round pick, a third round pick, and a very
That's a win.
young, talented Jared Verse, who's very good.
But it's the Browns. Like
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? It's like the Jets. No offense, Greg.
Oh,
Like,
I know what you're saying. Trust me, I get it.
They
Oh, I
get
get
the
it.
first
Hell yeah.
overall pick
I get
every
it.
year. They get hauls like Sauce Gardner. That haul was ridiculous.
Mhm.
But in reality, like if you're the Rams, you're like, our window is now. We gotta
Yeah.
get Matthew Stafford another Super Bowl before he hangs it up. This is the last year with their reigning MVP quarterback, right? Like it's his last year. Can we all kind of
You think
agree
he's
on
gone
that?
this
This
year?
is probably
Most
his last
likely.
year.
Well, this is
Yeah,
also the
Is it
last year
contract
before
year?
they have. I'm pretty sure this is the last year before they have to pay Puka too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they signed Stafford. It's like 1 year, $50 million. It's
Mhm.
Win now.
ridiculous,
Win now.
right?
They're in win now mode then.
Yep.
Exactly. And so,
Which they
but
should be.
Yeah.
and Grant, given I think the Browns did get a lot for Garrett. I think it was fair because of how good Myles Garrett is, but we're also just negating the fact that a ton of these teams take draft capital. They think of it so highly, and it's just like, why wouldn't you? And I think we're going to talk about it a little bit in a little bit when it comes to the Patriots and the move that they just made and the ton of rumors that went about that. Like, why are these teams so invested in draft capital when most of these dudes, especially with football, are going to last us maybe 3 to 5 years? Like that's a really good NFL career. I think average anyways. Like you're putting your chips into these guys that aren't even in high school yet, or not even out of high school, barely out of college. Like and especially when you have a chance to go and get a player like Myles Garrett, like there's no fucking question.
I mean,
Absolutely, you make that deal.
the Rams have proved it year after year, right? They barely have any first round picks in the past few years and in the upcoming years because they trade them all, but it works. That's what works for them. That won them a Super Bowl, that got them to the playoffs every year. That's most likely, if everybody stays healthy, as of now, on paper, getting them back to the Super Bowl this year. So, like, I get what you're saying, right? These teams, they look at draft capital way too high. Like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, like, oh man, I wish, honestly, I don't know. I wish I was like a Rams fan right now. I really do because like they
Oh,
have
dude,
a great GM. They have one of the best coaches that I've seen in my lifetime. Obviously, you have Bill Belichick, who's still on the top, but in my
McVay is
lifetime,
incredible.
he's unbelievable,
Incredible.
and he's still young too.
Especially how young he is too.
Exactly, yeah. Like it's
He is
is he
incredible.
even
fucking yeah.
45 yet? Is he even 45 yet? I don't
I'm
even
gonna look
think
it
he's
up right now.
45.
I don't know if he's
I'll
40
fact
yet.
check you, but point being is he's a different beast in the fact that like yeah he's on the fucking like he's on the
He is
a network
40. He turned
marketing.
for 40 this year in
Oh
January.
my god, bro,
Like
he
he's gonna
legit is
be in the league
barely
forever.
40, bro. When we were, I think, were we all born in '98 here?
99.
Oh shit, Joe, you baby.
Oh, you fucking
Fucking well, me and Chris were
get this
born.
guy out of here. Adults only.
He
Goddamn.
was fucking 13. For you, Joe, he was 14. Ooh, middle school. Oh my
Yeah.
god, bro! Like, oh, that's ridiculous.
And
I
he's
hate
just
being
like
old.
he's a genius. Like
He's
when
He
it
so
is.
good.
comes to football IQ, he is a genius.
It shows. What are we doing with our lives right now? What are we
Yeah.
doing here?
I'm not
Figure it
kidding
out,
when I
guys.
say like if Aaron Donald comes back and everybody stays healthy, I fully believe that they can go undefeated. Given their
Oh,
division's real tough,
absolutely.
you still have
Oh
the
god.
like I don't want to take any credit away from the Seahawks, who obviously just came off a tremendous season, won the Super Bowl. They're still in the division. So it's still the 49ers still in that division. Cardinals, we know about them.
You
But
got to feel bad, man.
yeah, I mean they're in a
Ooh,
tough division,
ooh.
but like they're good. Like realistically, right now they have minimum top three offense. And now you just add McDuffie, Myles Garrett, and if you get back Aaron Donald, you're most likely looking at a top three defense.
Top
Dude, if
one
Aaron
defense,
Donald comes
I
back,
think.
forget it.
Like if he comes back
Oh,
as like prime Aaron Donald that we've watched for years, like who's stopping him? There's
So
no
so
stopping him.
the question is, I guess I've seen a couple questions like do if it's a big if, I know, because he's missed how many years has he missed? 2, 3?
Two.
Donald? 2 years. And he's only 35, which is
Mhm.
like he's still
yeah,
and he
but
still
in
is
football
fucking
terms,
yoked out of his.
that's not exactly young though. Unfortunately,
Yeah, no, I understand,
Philip
but
Rivers came back. Why can't he?
okay,
quarterback.
there's
Different animal.
look
Quarterback.
at Aaron Donald. He
Yeah,
is a
he's in
fucking
10 times better
Greek
shape.
god,
I'm
dude.
not
Yeah.
trying to say that, but a quarterback, generally speaking, has less physical contact in that sense of like, think about the quarterbacks that have in the league from the 40s, like Brady. Yeah, again, most quarterbacks can last longer because they have a line to protect them. When it
True.
comes to Aaron Donald, no one's hitting him, but he's every single play he plays, he is physically in contact with other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I think I'll ask this to the viewers and everything because I heard it. And if it's a big if Donald comes back and you have both of those fucking dudes on that pass rush, do you line them up on the same side? or do you just have them come at it at two different sides?
Yep.
Like
Two different
you
sides.
have
Outside.
I mean, number one, there's no answer either way. I
Well,
guess
yeah.
it kind of depends on the package you're running, but like I don't care what offensive line you have. Like shout out to the Patriots, but there is nobody on that roster that's stopping either of those dudes.
No.
Like either of them. So like it's gonna be an if it comes back, like mark it down right here. I believe firmly that Aaron Donald will play football for the Los Angeles Rams next season.
I could see it. Yeah.
Even so, though, when it mean, last thing I'm going to say about this whole like with Myles Garrett, but like he's obviously one of the most dominant forces, and Aaron Donald can be too if he comes back. But what I would do if I was a coach, and I'm not a coach, don't get me wrong here, like is what I would do is I think it depends on the game or the who you're playing too, right? Like if
Well, yeah.
you're playing a Lamar Jackson, you want to have both guys on the outside to kind of press him in. It depending on the play, generally speaking, because he's gonna run. I also think too, it's it's kind of a toss up, depending. You gotta. I'm not a coach anyway if you perform for football, but when it comes to like if hypothetically, like you said, Chris, if both of these dudes are back and Aaron Donald's back, what do you do? What do you do? I think you buy new underwear if you're a quarterback because you're going to take your hands off. That's my honest answer.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
Chris, you brought up before that nobody on that Patriots roster is blocking any of these guys.
Well,
I don't
But
think
Camp,
on
anybody.
other news with the Patriots, it's finally official. The
Finally.
Patriots have traded a 2028 first round pick and a 2027 fifth round pick to the Eagles for AJ Brown. AJ Brown is officially a New England Patriot. I mean, Chris, you got to be excited, right?
I am excited. I'm very hopeful. Every time this happens though, it I don't know, because how old is he? 28, 29?
Something like, yeah, around there.
Yeah, I absolutely think he is going to change this offense for the better. And I think, just hearing the media and everything around this, because this has been something that has been in the works, God, how many months have we been talking about this AJ Brown to the Patriots
wow.
trade forever?
He'll be
Well,
And
29 at the end of this month.
I was going
yeah,
to say, yeah.
I'm very happy that New England team is no longer the interest kings, and that we actually sacked up and we paid a premium
You traded.
for. Well, we paid a premium. Like we traded a first round pick and a fifth round pick,
Mhm.
right?
That's fair.
Like, and when a ton of teams, I guess the Rams were also in on him. Which if they got him and Myles Garrett, oh my fucking god! Like, oh my god, that would be ridiculous. But
Yeah, renamed to the Dodgers.
yeah, but it's like I'm so happy that we actually went out and you traded the picks that Elliot Wolf has been so number one terrible at drafting, number two um so draft capital, like give me all the picks, right? I could care less about that. I want a dude who's gonna, because you made it really far. You made it to the Super Bowl last year. Granted, was it fraudulent? Was it not? That's a debate probably as closer as we get to the fucking season. But now you have a guy that undoubtedly makes your offense better. Like without question, he's moved into that wide receiver one, and I am very very shocked at how well received it's been around the Boston sports media, because a lot of them are very sticklers for like their picks, the picks and everything like that. You overpaid. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care if you overpaid. You addressed a need, a very big, large need that you needed, which is adding to that wide receiver room. You have the addition of Vrabel and them working together again. That's Vrabel's guy. He was going to lay out in the middle of the road in order to get this fucking guy here. So I think I couldn't be happier. My fingers are crossed because I feel like every single time we do some shit like this, it never works out in the way that we think it's gonna. But I think today, just seeing him at practice today and seeing Drake throw some balls over to him, I think it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do with the rest of the wide receiver room now.
Well,
Because
you added Dobbs,
Dobbs,
Romeo.
you still have Kayshawn Booty, you still
Yep.
have Kyle Williams, and
Booty.
you still have Pop Douglas, which I want to put a feeler out because talked to a couple of my coworkers who are really big Patriots fans recently about this. If like Pop Douglas doesn't make the roster, or if Kyle Williams doesn't make the roster, or you end up trading, or they sign somewhere else, for example, because the roles they're a part of, they're not happy with, why wouldn't you take back Stephon Diggs for a vet minimum? I know he's getting paid bank right now, but like he currently doesn't have a team, and I don't hear anybody talking about signing him. If
Yeah,
he
I haven't
wants to
seen
play
anything.
football, I mean, he had damn near, what did he have, did he have 1,000 yards last year, or he was pretty damn close to it if he didn't have 1,000 yards. Why? And he was deemed as, crazy enough as we're talking about this, as Stephon Diggs, the veteran leader of that group. I don't see why you wouldn't at least bring him back on like a 1 or 2 year, like $5 to $10 million a year contract. The big thing is going to be whatever happens with Gonzalez, because there has been zero fucking movement on that. But yeah, I think as far as AJ Brown, I'm glad they sacked up. They paid a premium for a guy who's going to make a really big difference, especially for Drake May, because now he has a dude who he can just huck it up there and he's just going to go get it.
Yeah, I'm interested to see, obviously with it being a division rival for everybody on this podcast, it's going to be interesting to see how AJ Brown plays in that offense, especially facing the fact that they got to play a real schedule this year. So
Mm.
it's going to be, I'm honestly excited for it. And couple months down the road when we do our, preview to NFL season and whatnot, I have a little bet for you, Chris, that I want to. I'm not going to air it
Okay.
out now,
I think I know where you're going
but
with this, because I was
it,
just about to ask you over under 10 wins.
no, no, no. So mine involves AJ Brown and DJ Moore. I'll give you that for now.
Oh, okay. Okay. I
Down
see
down
I
the
see where you're going.
road,
Okay.
when we do our
Okay.
NFL preview, we'll
Okay.
air out the full bet and what I want to
Yeah.
get into with that. But it's going to be interesting to see now. It's going to be a
Okay.
very close. I think the AFC East. I'm sorry, Greg. The Jets are still in the division, but I think the AFC East is becoming very competitive again, to where you saw the Patriots dominate, obviously, the early 2000s. You saw the Bills dominate the division for the past 5 years. Patriots won it this past year. I think it's becoming competitive again.
Hmm.
So I'm
I
excited
agree.
to see that.
It's competitive for two teams,
Yes, yes.
because I don't think Miami's going to do anything this year. And I mean,
No.
sorry, Greg, but the Jets are going to jet.
I'm not offended. I get it. I get it.
But like normally going into the season, right, like early 2000s, you could be like, all right, well, obviously the Patriots won the division before the season started. The past 5 years, not including this past season, you could go into the season and say the Bills won the division and the season hasn't even started.
You started yet? Yeah,
You
exactly.
realistically, like even as a Bills fan, I cannot say that the division's over. We won the division. Like I can't say that. That would be unrealistic.
Hmm.
So now it's where you're getting that competitive
It's going
edge.
to be fun. I
Absolutely.
can't wait.
I'm
I can't
excited.
wait.
Jumping over real quick to NHL, the Stanley Cup Finals starts tonight as we are filming this. Golden Knights coming out of the West, Carolina Hurricanes coming out of the East. They finally break through. They get back to the Cup after some terrible losses the past few playoff seasons. As a Capitals fan, I'm pulling for Vegas. Give me Vegas in 6. That's what I'm gonna take.
Ooh. See, I genuinely think this is going to go 7.
I could see it.
I think it's gonna go 7, because you have the Golden Knights, who are coming off a landslide against the Avalanche, ironically, which I don't think anybody saw that coming.
Yeah.
Like you win the President's Trophy the entire year. You have been dominating teams, and then just to come out and just lay a fucking egg
Mhm.
on in Vegas, even at home, it's just like, oh my god, like Vegas is just having their way with these guys. It's insane. And I think it's the same way with Carolina too, because I think the last episode um uh oh my god, Montreal just won the game 7, I
Mhm.
think. And I was just like, damn, they are looking like a really good hockey team. Maybe momentum has the swing to get them to get them into that, hey, they could beat Carolina. That lasted for about a game. And then Carolina just like it was hard. I don't want to say it was hard to watch, but it was very like it was a struggle for them as in Montreal to even get out of the neutral zone in
Yeah.
in some points. So I think this is gonna be an awesome series. I think it goes 7, and I'm not doing this just to spite you, Joey, but I think Carolina is just the better team, period. And I think Carolina wins it in 7. But I think Mitch Marner might be the best hockey player on the planet. Beside that's not named McDavid right now. Like I'm not even kidding. He's fucking awesome to watch these playoffs.
I think also if Vegas wins this Stanley Cup, I think we have to have a legit conversation about them being the best expansion team ever. Like they've been in the league
They're
for
always good.
they've been in the league for 9 seasons, and this is their third Stanley Cup appearance.
They're
It
always
would be their
freaking
second
good.
cup if they win. Like that's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, all right. If you had to pick a winner, Greg, for this Stanley Cup final, who are
Can't
you
bet against
taking?
Vegas. I mean,
I
when it
like it.
comes to betting, the bet numbers. I mean, you know my knowledge with hockey, and honestly, you could, yeah, not good. However, give me Vegas, right? Give me that ching ching chong, ching ching ching, the money.
Now, the best part of this episode. For the first time since you guys were 1 years old, I was a couple months old.
Besides the bald bet, that's the best
Oh,
part.
true, true, true. But for the first time since 1999, the New York Knicks are back in the NBA Finals, baby. Woo! Let's go.
I know, Chris is nonchalant for you, huh? Just
Yeah.
another day in the office.
Just another day. Just another day.
Yeah, jackass.
This episode is going to be releasing as game one starts for the NBA Finals. But obviously, we got to talk about it. I mean, ever since the Knicks clinched the East to go to the finals, all I could think about is like game one. Like, I cannot wait for this series. And I'm so happy that the Thunder are not in the finals.
Thank you, Joey.
I
That's
am
exactly what
so
I was gonna
happy.
say in a second. Yep, I
There's no
hate
way I could go and watch another series of SGA just flopping all over the place. I couldn't do it.
Joey. We might have
Ugh.
the same brain because that's exactly where I was going, bro. I've been saying it like whether it be at my current job, like as a teacher, whether it be I'm saying it to my friends. Whenever someone mentions the NBA and like playoffs right now, and they mention like especially the Thunder too, my always immediate answer is I'm just very happy that the Thunder are eliminated because I
Mhm.
cannot watch Shea play another game. He is my least favorite player. Is he talented? Yes. But do I like the way he plays? Hell no. Like the way he plays just pisses me off.
Yeah.
Like,
There was a
go ahead.
there was a legit guy, like a fan of just watching, and he did like an analytic like graph, and I think it was players. I forget exactly how he worded it. It was like players to hit the ground like per possession, or like to trip and fall, or just like flail on the ground like every possession. Shea was on the ground 57% of the time.
Yeah.
Like
So,
that
so
shouldn't
Do
be
you know how
that should be a
ridiculous
phallic implant.
that is?
yeah.
That should
So
be a phallic
somebody
implant.
made like a montage basically of the Western Conference Finals, Thunder versus Spurs, every time SGA like flopped or fell. It was 45 times.
Yep.
Oh,
45 times is
Mm-hmm.
oh,
insane.
It's a joke.
And I loved like game 6 was probably my favorite game to watch of that series because San Antonio just came out hot and they just took it to the Thunder. But also SGA was not getting those calls because he wasn't at home. So
hmm
to watch him just fall all over the floor for no reason because he's not getting the calls. Game 6 was electric to watch. That was by far my favorite part.
And
Now,
also
yeah,
Chet just disappearing.
he laid a goose egg.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Goose egg.
absolutely disappearing, shaking in his boots every time he sees fucking Wembanyama come up the
That's
court,
exactly
or even
why he was
guarding him.
shaking.
What did he take 2 shots in
In
game
game 7.
7?
Yeah.
Two
Yeah.
shots the whole game. Are you kidding me? Like, come on, man.
Dude, that can't happen.
Wemby's hated Chet since they were like 14.
He's his boogeyman.
Yeah,
He is the boogeyman to him.
he took this series personal,
Oh
Wemby.
yeah, dude,
Like,
he was crying when they won. Are
yeah,
you kidding?
dude. And you know what? I'm honestly very happy for the Spurs. I'm very happy for Wemby. They get to the finals. Great. They just happen to be playing the Knicks. So sorry, Wemby, but the road ends here. I mean, it's great you got to the finals, but you're not hosting that trophy this year, buddy.
Like for me, like listen, like I'm not gonna get into my final of the ending of the show yet, clearly. But when it comes to like, the Thunder, this is one of the teams that I really enjoyed watching all year. Like, and this is also one of the few teams that I don't have any hate for. Like the Thunder, I fucking hate the Thunder. Let's call it what it is. I do not like the Thunder. The way they play, they're fuck, fuck them.
Yeah.
It's so crazy too, because I was thinking about this earlier today, and I was like, there was a time like 5 to 8 years ago that everybody was like, dude, the Thunder are like
Yeah, small market.
they're creating a powerhouse because they traded all these dudes. They tanked for picks. Didn't they trade? They had like at one point they had like fucking 6 picks in the first round or
They still do.
some bullshit.
They
They still
Yeah,
have
they
a
still
ton
do.
of picks, and
Yeah.
everybody's just
Chris.
like, they're like, mark our words. This team's gonna be good one day, and now they're here.
It's all from the Paul George trade and shit. Paul George, like that whole fucking trade was ridiculous. Like they got like, I don't know, 8 picks out of it.
Oh my god,
It was
Yeah.
ridiculous. It was absurd.
They got in a
it's
ridiculous haul. Like
it's crazy
unheard
that
of.
it's crazy that Paul George got more picks than Dallas got for Luka. That is so fucked if you think about it, dude.
What a
It's
joke of a trade too.
But there's been a couple trades like that in the NBA that you see like these guys get traded. Like Gobert, Rudy Gobert, his trade that happened when
Who
he
the
got
hell traded
traded
him
to
for
the
4 picks?
Timberwolves. When he got traded to the Timberwolves, I gotta look this up because this
Who the
was
hell traded that bum for four
it
fucking
was a
picks?
ridiculous trade.
Yeah,
Was
clearly
it?
it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, the Jazz sent Rudy Gobert to the Timberwolves in exchange for 5 players along with 4 first-round picks. Yeah. Yeah. When that trade happened, I remember
Oh
that
my god!
it was
Was
ridiculous.
that the Laurie Markkinen trade?
He was not part of that. It was Malik
He wasn't.
Beasley,
Okay.
Pat Bev, uh, Leonardo Balmo, I don't know who that is, Jared Vanderbilt,
Who?
Walker Kessler, 2023 first round pick, 2025 first round pick, 2026 first round pick swap, 2027 first round pick, and a 2029 top 5 protected first round pick.
For a guy who started COVID in the
For
NBA.
Rudy
That's kind of
Gobert,
crazy.
who
Yeah.
can score 5 points a game on offense.
Yeah. So crazy.
That's
But
crazy.
That's more than crazy. That's asinine.
yeah.
How did question for you diehard Knicks fans? Was Cat via trade or did he sign?
Trade. Got Randall, remember?
Yeah, and DiVincenzo too. We got rid of
Yeah, Randall,
DiVincenzo.
yeah.
Were there any picks involved in that, or was it just 2 players for one?
I can't confirm that.
No, I think there had to have been.
I was
There
going to say
probably
that must
was-
have been a big trade too.
Oh, it was a huge trade when it happened. I mean,
There's
but at the same
Julius
time,
Randle, DiVincenzo. No, it was Cat for Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, and Keita Bates Diop.
well, so what you're saying is it was for Randall and DiVincenzo.
Oh, and a future first round pick. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Which
I mean, still a big trade, but you compare
It's a
that
big
to the
trade,
Gobert trade. Are you serious?
I mean, look at what Cat has done to the Knicks. We're in the finals.
No, yeah, but that with all that is besides the point, though.
Yeah.
Like you were talking about, we've been talking about it in the beginning of the podcast, how some of these owners are like holding on to these picks, but then you have fucking guys who are trading for Rudy Gobert with 3 players and 4 picks. Like, what the fuck?
Well, the other
That makes
thing
no
too
sense.
about that cat trade too, which I want to give some credit to Julius Randle. Yes, he's not on the team. He's not coming to the finals with us. He was a little rough to watch at times, but realistically, he in my opinion, he pretty much started this rebuild for the Knicks.
Yes, he
Oh
did.
yeah.
2019.
Like
19. Yep.
yes, exactly. Like he came on, he played his heart out. He started this rebuild. So I a lot of credit to Julius Randle and everything
God,
that
yeah.
he did for the Knicks.
Get
Like
him a
big
ring.
time. Big
You
time.
got to get him a
Not
ring.
even, yeah.
Let's
It's
not
not
go
gonna
that
happen.
far.
But
Let's
but
take it easy.
to jump off to piggyback that though, Joey, when it comes to Randall, like in 2019, that was one of the craziest free agencies. If you can think back to that, that was the same free agency that, like, for example, guys like KD, Kyrie, Jimmy Butler were all free agents, and none of them went to the Knicks. They didn't want to go there. Who
Mhm.
wanted to go there? Julius Randle. And you know what? He did a damn fine job there too. He
Absolutely.
wasn't like gonna be, the next LeBron James there or whatever, but that's okay. He did what he was supposed to do, and honestly, better than I thought he would do.
Mhm.
And because of that, people started to want to come here. Obviously, we traded for Brunson. That's fine. A lot of trades happened here, but you know what though?
That's
Brunson was
fine. That's
Brunson
fine.
Brunson was signed.
What's fine? Wait. Chris, what are you saying?
Dude, he changed your whole basketball team.
He was a free agent. We signed him.
Brunson?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, did I say it's fine?
No, you say we traded for him.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, getting Brunson was okay. I mean, it wasn't a big deal, but who am I to judge? Kind of reminds me of Kwame Brown. No, fucking Brunson might go down as a top. I'm not gonna say anything, but easily would go down as a really one of the better Knicks players ever.
If the Knicks win the finals,
Here
Jalen
we go.
Brunson is
Here we
a
go.
top 3 Knick.
Yep.
Top 3.
So who's 1 and 2?
I mean,
Ewing's got to be.
Yep. I think
I was gonna say
Ewing's got to be one.
you got to put Hewing up there.
Clyde,
Yes, yeah, I would agree with that.
Paul Frazier.
Who would you say? Who'd you say?
Paul Frazier.
Oh,
even right now, if the Knicks don't win the finals, I still have Jalen Brunson as a greater Knick all time over Carmelo Anthony.
100%. Carmelo didn't even make the Eastern Conference Finals, I don't believe.
Love Melo
Me
to
too.
death. He was at the time a GOAT for the Knicks. The whole celebration, everything. Loved watching him play. He was awesome. But as of right now, Jalen Brunson is a better Knick than Melo was.
All right, hot take. Ready? Like, here we go. I think
oh
even.
boy.
I think. I mean, I don't even think. I'm personally. I don't even think it's that hot. If the season ended right now, no matter if their careers ended right now, Brunson's already ahead of Melo for the Knicks.
For the Knicks.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, career? No. For the
Oh,
Knicks.
I was about
Yeah,
to
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
reach
no.
through this
As a
screen and
Knick,
slap the
as a
shit out of
Knick.
you, boy.
Denver Melo was nuts.
Yes. For the
Denver
Knicks,
Melo was
I
a
agree with
freak.
that. Yes. I agree.
But
now,
I mean, yeah.
looking at the matchups, right, with the Spurs versus the Knicks, it's gonna be interesting to watch these matchups, right? Like you gotta have realistically the biggest player to watch in this finals besides Brunson for the Knicks. It's got to be OG, right? Because he's got
As
to
in,
he's gonna be on Wemby.
I
That's
thought. I thought.
that's a key matchup, right? You wouldn't put OG on Wemby?
No. So here's my thing, though. Okay, I'm talking about the.
Hell no.
Well, no,
Who you
here's
put
the
who are you
thing.
putting on Wemby?
Okay. God, I feel like I'm talking to my students right now. God damn it. Let me fucking talk. Holy shit. So in the starting 5, yeah, probably OG.
Mhm.
However, I mean, Mitchell, Broken Pinky, Robinson, is the guy I want on him. However, he's not going to be playing as much as the starting 5.
Yes.
That's my thing. Here's the honest answer. is there is no good option for Wembanyama. But that's kind of how it's going to be against anyone that they play if
Yeah.
Wembanyama's playing.
You wouldn't put
So,
Cat on Wemby?
no, dude, Cat fouls out in 5 minutes against a regular player.
Yeah.
He's done.
OG's defense is incredible.
It is. I agree.
Realistically, he should have been first team all defense, but he got
There is no
second
good,
team.
but against Wembanyama, there is no good defense.
Yes,
However,
yes.
having Cat against him is asking him to not play the rest of the game after the first quarter. Like he naturally gets in foul trouble against an average NBA player. Against Wembanyama, he's fucking dead. However, unfortunately, I do think they're gonna play him against Wemby for a while, or they're gonna switch Wemby on him intentionally to get him.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna play a ton of pick and pop, and they're gonna
they
have.
should. They definitely
Yeah.
should.
Yeah.
Well,
But
the
Wemby's
thing
gonna be a
too,
problem.
though, with the Knicks, like especially like in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cavs, like every time they got whatever, a turnover, a rebound, whatever, they're immediately looking up court, sprinting down the court. Like their
Correct.
fast-paced offense was incredible. To where you watch the Spurs like in the Western Conference Finals against the Thunder, like they were gassed. They were gassed. So like honestly, I think that gives the Knicks a huge advantage if they're able to play that fast-paced offense. That's big.
Do you think the long break plays a factor?
Either it's
No.
either gonna. Here's what I think. I think it's either going to play a very positive factor or a very negative. I mean, I granted, to be completely honest with you, I take it back. It can't get any more positive than it's been. But um,
That's
having,
fair.
having said that, I, they did need it for certain players. OG needed it very much so. Like he had some injury issues, and like Joey just said, having him on Cat if he can guard Cat, which I think, or not Cat. I'm sorry, Jesus Christ, Wemby, would help a lot. The bottom line is what's going to come down to is there's no one person on any team, honestly, in the league, in my opinion, that can guard Wemby one-on-one the entire time. You know. However, the Knicks have to think of schemes, and I don't know what they are. They're above me, above my pay grade. Think of schemes and strategies to guard him, and clearly more than just that, their offense too. Spurs have a very good defense as it is. You know, getting by Wemby is not going to be easy.
Yeah.
So
I don't
we'll see.
I don't think that the long break will really affect the Knicks because like I did think it going into the Eastern Conference Finals. I was like, oh, like this could be bad. They've been resting for a long time, but I mean, look what happened. We swept the Cavs, no
I
problem.
think
Like
it's because
they
of
still
game
came
one,
out
though. To be
hot.
honest with you,
Yeah, I mean, I think realistically, game one, when this episode releases, I think you'll be able to kind of tell if that break affected the Knicks or not.
well, we couldn't tell in the first half of or the first 3 quarters of game one of the Eastern Conference
Yeah.
Finals. And I said it to one of my buddies earlier, like this week. The Spurs, unfortunately, are not like as a Knicks fan. The Spurs are not like any team the Knicks have faced in the playoffs this year, or anywhere close to it. They are leaps and the West in general, but the Spurs are leaps and bounds better. And to be completely honest with you, the Spurs are going to be a title contender for the next decade minimum.
Yeah, I mean, I could see
Easily.
the
Easily.
West, the Western Conference Finals being the Spurs Thunder for the next 5 years, like at least. Like I could
It's going to be
definitely,
Golden State Cleveland like the finals.
yeah, pretty much. I could see that. I just think that the break also helps the Knicks because the Spurs were just in a long series against a Thunder team to where they were getting beat up. Like that was a very tough series that they were in. So for now, they got to bounce right back for the NBA Finals, biggest stage in the NBA, right? I think that break helps the Knicks tremendously, especially with the Knicks starting on the road.
Yeah.
Once, like if they were starting at home in the Garden, like all right, like I'm not really worried, but starting in San Antonio with the whole T-shirt crowd, it's gonna be a crazy environment to
Give
start it.
me 1 out of 2 at least. Give me 1 out of 2.
You can't go down 0-2.
No, but if they win 1 out of 2, the ball's in their court.
Absolutely. Yes.
If they win 2 out of 2, I'm starting to put gas in the celebration buses.
Fire up the duck boats.
No, it's not Boston. Shut up.
Dude, also sidebar. If the Knicks win the finals,
I know where you're going here.
how many days is New York on lockdown?
Get the National
COVID.
Guard.
Get the National
time.
Guard. It's
National
gonna be
Guard's
like
got to be in
Philly
the
all
city.
over again. It's gonna be awful.
Honestly,
Don's gonna be there.
if it comes down to Game 6 at the Garden and the Knicks could clinch, I think I'm going to the city. Obviously, I'm not going to the game because it's going to be way too expensive.
They
But
don't.
yeah.
They don't have the higher seed. Do they not get Game
No.
7 at home if it goes 7?
No, Spurs
Really?
get game 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Oh my
Spurs.
God! Can you
They're
imagine a
both-
Game
they're
7
both-
win in New York?
They're
Holy
both
fuck.
2 seeds, but the Knicks the Spurs have a better record.
No, Knicks were the 3 seed.
Oh shit, you're right. This okay. So either way, that wouldn't have mattered. They're both 2 seeds.
Exactly.
But
Yeah,
okay,
Spurs were the 2, and the Knicks were the 3 of the East because the 2 in the East choked big time.
right, Chris?
Yep.
To be fair,
Fuck you guys. Fuck you
Pistons
guys.
did much better.
You have no right to say fuck us. Well, we're in the finals for the first time since 1999. You have no right.
I don't throw shots like you guys do, though.
Hey,
I don't throw any shots. You guys are just like, you know what? Fuck it. He's here. We're gonna beat him while he's down. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh, you want to go that route, huh?
Greg, you could jump off that Jets bandwagon anytime you fucking wanted to, buddy. You know there's no hope.
You've told me to jump off a lot of things. Shut up.
With all that being said, it brings us now to the best part of the entire episode.
Damn right.
We're back on the winning streak. Greg, bald bet. What do we got?
No, I'm kidding. Fuck that.
Mac Miller in the building.
Yeah, no. The 90s call. They wanted their freaking hat back. But basically, you know where it's gonna be at. It's gonna be at the Knicks. And what scares me though with this matchup, right, is I've mentioned it before. Wembanyama is the X factor, right? What is he gonna do? Is he gonna drop 40 and 20 a game, which he obviously has the capability to do, which scares the shit out of me? Or can the Knicks find a way to do it? Having said that, I know that, there's going to be a few games in between when we record and right now. So the easy answer for me, as someone who has bet with this team many times, it's the fucking Knicks winning 2 out of the first 3 games. So they're going to win, in my opinion. I mean, if they win 3 of the first 3, hell yeah, let's go. But having said that, if they can win 1 game on the road, like as we talked about with Joey earlier, and you too, Chris, obviously, winning 1 game on the road and, getting their first game, because they have a game when we're recording on Tuesday, a game on Wednesday, game on Friday, then a game on Monday, right? So give me at least 2 out of 3 coming into the next episode, and I'll be dancing. Well, I'm not dancing for you guys, but you know what I mean. Anyway, that's my ball bet. Go ahead, Chris.
So sidebar, I have the Stanley Cup game on right now. Carolina just scored with 25 seconds into the game.
In game 1?
So, yeah.
Okay.
That place
Vegas,
is fucking insane
Game 1
right
starts is literally going on right now as we're filming this episode.
Yeah.
This episode will be released as Game 1 of the NBA Finals starts. That being said, appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate all the support we continue to get. Don't forget our merch is out on all of our social medias. Go check it out. Get your merch. Make sure to come back next episode. That will be released Game 4 of the NBA Finals to see what we're at in the NHL Finals series and most importantly, the NBA Finals series and see what we got to say leading up to Game 4. As always, thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Go Spurs.